Hey everybody, been a while, so I'm gonna wait for everybody to get on. It's been probably, I don't know, weeks since I've been on a scope, so I just wanted to stop by and say hi. Kind of decompress from the event, and I'm gonna let people know that we are on. Hold on one second. Hello Manchester, how are you? Give me one moment. How you doing, everybody? Just while I'm getting the link here to throw up on the fan page and stuff. Just get in and tell me where you're calling in from, where you're connecting from. Okay, here we go. All right, 1,000 people in less than a minute. Thanks for those that are connected. Give me some hearts if you've heard about or attended the GoPro Recruiting Mastery event this last weekend. Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Robert Kiyosaki, all the $1 Million Earners, all the training, all the stuff. Also, so let me just kind of quickly give some shout outs to people because I can't see the names. My eyes are so terrible. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Hold on one second. Don't give me questions yet, but I want to do some live Q&A today. Mexico, Florida. Hi, Miley Thomas. How are you? Virginia. Manchester is going to be similar. Yeah, we don't have Tony, but Manchester is going to be very similar outside of that. Boston, Netherlands, Turkey, UK, New York, Orange County. Hi, Chrissy. Jen from Birmingham, Sunderland, England, Colorado, Turkey, Arkansas, Raleigh, Minneapolis. Hello, M. Chang. Istanbul, Brazil, Scotland. Wow, amazing. Those of you who weren't part of the GoPro Recruiting Mastery this last week, it was just unbelievable. Over the top, amazing, spectacular. That $3.2 million auction was real. That's going to go to the Starkey Hearing Foundation. I'm waiting till the money actually gets deposited with Starkey Hearing Foundation before I promote it very much, but that actually happened, unbeknownst to all of us. Yeah, it was a spectacular thing. Jordan Adler did a presentation just unbelievable. But anyway, all right, let's just get into some Q&A. Before I get into Q&A, while people are just connecting, getting into the scope, I'm going to be doing more Periscopes coming up here in the future. Leading up to GoPro Recruiting Mastery is just too much. But give you the quick recap. We had a 6- and 7-figure summit early last week, Monday and Tuesday. It was amazing. Top leaders talking about important issues for the profession. And then Wednesday night we started, and we just had a spectacular lineup of $1 Million Earners, amazing speakers, amazing trainers. And I provided, 9 or 10 hours of training over the course of the weekend. Bob Proctor just did a spectacular job. If you haven't looked into Bob Proctor's work, he was famous for The Secret. He has a book called You Were Born Rich. Does great work. Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he was also presenting there. And Tony Robbins just tore the house down. I'm going to be putting just kind of a little tiny promo up today because most people who wanted to get and register for next year's GoPro Recruiting Mastery event were not able to do so online. So later today, in a couple hours, I'll be putting up a way for people to get that, okay? And E.C. Emson or whatever, you're sad. Why are you sad? Tell me why you're sad. We're going to answer. We'll answer as many questions as you want. Well, I'll answer for a while. Still got a lot of things going on coming up. So it was a life changer. We've already sold 11,000 tickets to over 11,000 tickets to GoPro Recruiting Mastery for 2016. It's December 1st through the 4th here in Las Vegas, and unbelievable, unbelievable. 2016 tickets. I'll be able to get you a link soon. I don't have a link right this moment for you to be able to get tickets for it, okay? Am I coming to Europe next year? I may do it on the tour. We're not going to do a full GoPro Recruiting Mastery event just because with our small staff, it's a huge, huge undertaking, as you can imagine. We're going to have, I don't know how many people, 14,000 plus for GoPro Recruiting Mastery next year. So it's taken on so much work and effort to be able to pull it off, as you can imagine, that it's just hard. So, but I do hope that I can come in next year to Europe, to the UK, and bounce around to some different cities. That'll be an awful lot of fun to do. So, so anyway, that being said, give me some of your takeaways for this event, and also give me some questions. Also, I will tell you, next year we have Tony Robbins coming back, and we also have Sir Richard Branson. When I thought about who would be the most amazing entrepreneur that could share entrepreneurial insights and mindset with you, Richard Branson was the obvious choice. Very difficult to get, very hard to get, but he's going to be attending live at our event. That's going to be awesome. And some people who are partnering in promotion of this event are going to be able to meet him, have a private meet and greet with him, get their picture taken, those types of things. Same things with Tony Robbins. Really looking forward to that. So if you got questions, shoot me some questions, and let's just get started, okay? Who's got a question? Hey, Turkey, I'm going to see you in 2-3 weeks. I got your GoPro tickets from Babette Tino. She's awesome. How do you beat the funk of discouragement in network marketing? Good question. Here's the way I look at it. If you get the right mindset, I did a whole session at GoPro Recruiting Mastery called just how to think different. How to think different. And if you ever get discouraged, and entrepreneurs get discouraged, we have challenges. We have, it's emotional. We have ups and downs. We have lots of different things. We take big risks, and we take chances, and all those different kinds of things. The only way I know to beat a funk is to put yourself into activity. Tony Robbins, there's two things. One is put yourself into activity. Take action, right? Take action, whatever it is. Even if, get yourself in as best of state of mind as you can, and then take action. And anytime you find yourself in a funk, that means that you're not in action, that you've slowed down. Also understand that not everybody's going to say yes to your opportunity. Not everybody's going to move. Besides action is really what Tony talked about, is controlling your state. Emotion comes from motion. Get active, stand up, put your chin up, put a smile on your face, and work hard to control your state, your emotional position of well-being. If you work on how to manage your state, then it's going to be easy to be able to move through. Because if you're discouraged, sometimes you just need a little bit. You just need a little win. And activity and controlling your state is going to help you get to that win. The other side is figuring out how to push yourself into action when you don't feel like it. And if you're discouraged, believe me, I've been around the profession since 1988. I understand that issue. I understand figuring that out. Struggling on your why. Here's what I would ask you to do. If you're trying to figure out how to determine why are you doing this, make a list of all the reasons that you have for taking charge of your life. Make a list of all the reasons. Maybe it's money, maybe it's recognition, maybe it's appreciation, maybe it's contribution, maybe it is helping other people. My purpose, my why do I do all this stuff? Why do we work as hard as we work? Is I want to see you have a breakthrough. I want to contribute to your life. When I'm happy, here's what makes me happy: growth and contribution. If I'm growing, I'm happy. If I'm getting better, I'm happy. When I am contributing to somebody else, I'm happy. When I'm not contributing or I'm not growing, I find myself lethargic, apathetic, and not happy. So some of you just need to work on your own personal growth and also contribution. Forget about what you're going to get and forget about what you can get, and focus more on what you can give. Focus more on helping other people. Focus more on contributing to somebody else's life, whether or not they get involved in your business. Focus on contribution every way you possibly can, okay? And Tony even talked about that. I mean, Bob Proctor talked about that, all these different kinds of things. He said you can't manage time. One of the things that I got from Bob Proctor, he said, okay, I just got a call, sorry. He said you can't manage time. What you can manage is your activity. Manage your activity. Don't worry, so figure out, get up every day, make a little list of things that you could do today, and focus on those things. And you'll be growing in the process. You'll start feeling better. And if you focus on contributing to somebody else's life, you're going to start feeling better. Whether or not they join your business, just focus on that. How do you answer the question, how much do you earn? How much do you earn? One of the best answers I've heard on that comes from Big Al, Tom Schreider. He kind of goes by Big Al. The great answer is, I don't know, because I'm still earning it. How much am I making for my efforts right now? I don't know, because I'm going to be being paid from those efforts for a very long time. If you're just getting started, tell people you're just getting started. If you are, so you're figuring that out. If you're learning and you're developing some skills, tell people, hey, look, right now I'm learning and developing my skills. It's not really about me. It's about what's possible. Let me tell you some stories of some other people who've succeeded. Let me tell you some stories of other people who've done better in the profession. Let me tell you some stories of people who are doing well inside of my company. But a really good answer is, I don't know. The efforts that I do today, I'm going to be paid for a very long period of time into the future. So it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So you can keep asking the question, but really it's not about me. It's about you, the prospect. What are you looking for? And I'll tell you if that's possible inside of our company. I'll tell you if that's possible inside of our organization, and I'll point you in the direction of other people who've done the same and tell you what they've done. So how do you build your circle to expand your business? How do you get more people to talk to? Here's what I would tell you. Best advice I would tell you. We're in the connection business. We connect with people. We grow networks. We're in the connection business. And the connection business, what I mean by that is, if you want to grow your circle, contribute to somebody else's life. If you want to grow your circle, reach out and in gratitude for the people who've been important to you. And forget about the agenda. Don't talk about don't worry about people necessarily joining your business or whatever. If you build a connection with people, they're going to find out what you do. And at some point, when the time's appropriate, you'll be able to share with them what you have as far as an opportunity inside or with your product or your business opportunity. Don't worry so much about closing every single person that you run into contact with, and worry more about contributing to another person's life, helping them. Filling them up, encouraging them, complimenting them. Find a way to serve other people. What Jim Rohn told me many, many years ago is service to many leads to greatness. Find a way to serve other people. Find a way to be a good friend. Find a way to help people. And then when there's appropriate time, you can share your product or your opportunity as a potential solution for them. So really, if you want to expand your network, serve, contribute, pour yourself into somebody else, give of your time and of your energy and of your focus and of your friendship, and you'll become a person of influence. It'll help an awful lot. How do you get out of the blue zone? I tell you the same thing. It's about contribution. If you're ever feeling down, give to somebody. Be a good friend. Worry less about you and turn your focus, instead of on you, turn your focus onto your community and whatever that community is, and be a good friend. All right, so your spouse or your family is holding you back. Here's what I will tell you with that. Some of you have been just kind of crawling through network marketing, and your spouse and your friends are tired of watching you crawl. You know, they're just saying, "Oh, come on, you're putting all this time and effort in, and you're not really stepping into building a business. If you step into building a business really, then your spouse and your family are going to turn around. But put less of a focus on your spouse being involved with you or your family being involved with you, and just, again, build connection with that group of people. Build friendship with that group of people. Maybe ask them to be a customer of yours, but take the pressure off when it comes to the business side of things. Sometimes people don't understand. We talked at the convention about some people being coin operated. In other words, you know, the only thing they understand is trading time for money. And if you're putting in your time and you're not getting money back right away, that's called real life. That's called real life. Anybody who starts a business, it takes 3 years, probably on an average, for a person to turn a profit in a business. So they're going to be underwater for maybe 3 years in order to eventually get to a profit. They're going to be putting in more time than they get back in return. And some people are just not wired that way. Just let them know that as an entrepreneur, you're willing to put the time in now in order to be able to get the payback later. And that's what entrepreneurs do. And you're following entrepreneurial advice. And you hope that even if they don't understand it, that they'll support you in your efforts to be able to create a career for yourself. Does that make sense? Takes time to build connections. Is there a formula to find your why? Like I said, make a list of all these different things and what resonates with you. And it takes a little while. I will tell you, for me, my why started at the beginning. It's evolved over the years. My why started because I needed money like oxygen. I needed money. That was where I started off. And then it shifted over time, you know, and then I needed recognition and I needed validation, and that was my why. I wanted people to know my name, and I wanted people to appreciate me and recognize me and all those different kinds of things. So it started there, but then it started to shift to my team. I started to shift into my team, and that became my why, seeing the team succeed. You know, for a lot of years I was a fighter. I'd like to prove somebody wrong. So that was part of my why for a while. Is proving somebody wrong, you know. But once I focused instead of on me, my why being something for me and my why being my purpose, why I'm here. Once I got to the why being my purpose of helping other people, contributing to other people, filling up other people, being a friend to other people, then it was like everything got clear for me. Why do we work all year? Why do we put on GoPro Recruiting Mastery? Why do we do all these different things? Why do I travel around and try to inspire people? It's not about money at this stage of my career. What it's about is contribution. That's what drives me. That's what gets me up in the morning. That's what fills up my days, is how can I contribute to somebody else? And I will tell you, if you'll learn to think different, okay? Think different. It's not just about you. Jim Rohn used to say self-preservation leads to mediocrity. But if you'll invest yourself in others, if you're focused on you, it's mediocre. If you focus on others, you can live a huge life. And that's what I would encourage for you is think different. Think more about contribution. I'll give all of you a suggestion to do today. The suggestion is this. I'd like you to think of 2 or 3 people that are meaningful to you, that matter to you, that have been there for you, been a coach, been a friend, been a advisor, been a whatever, a mentor, just had your back. And I'd like you to call them today with no agenda at all, and call them and say, oh, that you're grateful for them and why you're grateful for them, that you appreciate them and why you appreciate them, that you're thankful for them and why you're thankful for them, with no agenda at all. Do that when we finish with ringing. Do that 2 or 3 times today, okay? Depending on where you are in the world and what time it is. Just take a moment and think different. Instead of thinking about what they can do for you, think about what you can do for them. We did that at GoPro Recruiting Mastery. We had everybody make a phone call at GoPro Recruiting Mastery, and wow, a lot of tears, a lot of emotions, a lot of shocked people on the other side of the phone. When you shift your focus and you think different, everything changes so much. So please do that, okay? Please do that. And in that little shift, in that simple little shift, you're going to find a way, a place where maybe your why gets a little bit more clear. And I'll tell you at the beginning, it's okay if it's about money. It's okay if it's about paying your bills. It's okay if it's about your own financial freedom. That's fine. I get it. Sometimes that needs to be the focus in order for survival, in order to be able to make something happen. But then shift to somebody else, okay? Now, the GoPro Recruiting Mastery, for the people who got the live stream ticket for that, we extended it because we had some live streaming challenges from time to time over the course of the weekend. We had so many people, 86 countries were watching by a live stream. So it was originally, the replay was good for 7 days after the event, and we extended it to 14 days after the event. So you have 14 days to be able to watch it. And also I will tell you that those of you who weren't able to get access to that, this week I'll let you know that I'll let you know how you can get access to that GoPro Recruiting Mastery home study course, the actual live event, including the Tony Robbins section and everything else. I'll let you know how you can get that over the course of this next week or so. Not ready to do that right this moment, okay? Recommended books. Let me give you some tips on recommended books. First of all, find something that lights you up and learn to become a reader. If GoPro has gotten you started, that's fine. The Magic of Thinking Big is an amazing book. Think and Grow Rich is an amazing book. Illusions by Richard Bach is an amazing book. There's so many. Some Beach Money by Jordan Adler is unbelievable. 4-Year Career, Richard Brooke is awesome. All of these, there's so many, but just start. If you need to think bigger, find the books about thinking bigger. If you need to work on your leadership, find some books on leadership. If you want to learn how to build relationships with other people, there's people who devoted their whole lives to it. Just go find the book and start. So don't worry about working too much. Rich Dad Poor Dad's a great book. The Business of the 21st Century is a great book. Lots of good books, okay, down that road. Who else has another question? It's good to say hi to everybody. It's been a while. And like I say, I'm going to be doing some of these. I'm going to be doing some encouragement calls, some live encouragement calls. We did that before where we just get people on the phone and I call them up unbeknownst to them and just say hi. It's an awful lot of fun. Can you network market a service? Absolutely. Tons of service companies, people in travel business and electricity business and membership programs and all different kinds of things that you can network marketing is great for to explain the service. Okay. Thanks for calling your friend last time. Great, it was fun. How do you feel about network marketing online? I feel like online is a tool. Online is not. It's just a tool. Here, the principles are going to stay the same. Finding people to talk to, inviting people to take a look at your product or opportunity, presenting, follow-up, closing, getting people started, and building events. Those are going to stay the same. But online stuff can help you maybe find people to talk to. Online stuff can help you train your organization. Online stuff can help you connect your community, those different kinds of things. Online can help, but it's not the whole answer. If it's only online, I think it's hard to build relationship, okay? Does it ever get easier? Does network marketing get easier? Here's the truth. Yes, if you work on your skills. Yes, if you work on your mindset, it gets much easier. The skills are not that hard to learn. You just have to practice. If you practice, it gets easier. Anything you've ever practiced in your life, it gets easier. Anything you've ever practiced for any period of time, it gets easier. You'll get stronger. Your understanding will grow. You'll work on your programming. Maybe you have some limiting beliefs inside of your head right now that are holding you back from going where you need to go. It gets easier. Repetition helps you start to get better, okay? So getting better makes it easier. Getting better allows you to, to do what you need to do without the fear of doing it. The list of 7 skills, what I showed you in Toronto, they're in the GoPro book. They're everywhere, those 7 skills. You can find them everywhere. So anyway, let me just do this because I've got to get back to work, and I just wanted to say hi to everybody and answer a few questions. Here's what I want you to know more than anything. You can do this. Listen to me. You can build a huge and successful network marketing business. If you will continue to grow your understanding of what it is that we do, if you'll continue to develop your skills, if you'll continue to practice, and if you'll continue to work on maybe your limiting beliefs and your programming in your mind, there's nothing that can stop you from going to the top inside of this profession. Not everybody does, but anyone can. If you'll continue to get better, if you'll continue to work on yourself, if you'll continue to focus on the activities and build some belief into what we do, then you can go anywhere you want to go. Every single one of you that's watching this, I want you to understand something. I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. I believe that you can go to the top. You need to believe it. And that belief comes from staying in the game. That belief comes from working on you. That belief comes from anytime you've built confidence in your life, you just did it through repetition, and eventually you became confident. But don't you ever believe that you're not built for this. Don't you ever believe that you're not meant for greatness inside of this profession. Don't you ever believe. Don't let anybody ever try to plant a seed of doubt or discouragement in your mind. If you let that weed grow in your mind, that's something that you need to weed. You need to weed your mental garden from those limiting beliefs because they're not real. They're just an illusion. So anyway, I wanted to connect with you. I wanted to say hi. Lots of things. Make sure you're watching the fan page on Network Marketing Pro, which is facebook.com/NMPro, facebook.com/NMPro. Lots of announcements this week. Make sure you're tuning in to networkmarketingpro.com for new videos all week long, starting today. Some exciting things that are happening inside of the community. Together, we're changing the profession. Together, we're changing the world. It is a stone cold fact that we have a better way, all of us. We have a better way. If you're entrepreneurial, this is a better way. Now we just need to get better at going out and sharing it with the world, okay? So I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all soon, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. If I can figure out how to do this. There we go.